What's up everyone? How you all doing? Hope everyone's well. Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got, finally, worldwide coin collection, countries beginning with C. Obviously, we've done Canada recently. If I'd had have put that in with this video, it would be enormous because there was quite a few bits from Canada. It took us a while to get through that. And again, we've got quite a few to get through here today, so we're just going to get into it. I know these videos probably aren't for everybody, but we're going to see a nice selection of coins from different countries today. So let's see what we've got. First off, it's the Cayman Islands. We've just got 6 coins from here. And it is a British overseas territory, but I'm going to include the lesser known territories in this series, to be honest. Perhaps Guernsey, Jersey, and Isle of Man, Falklands, Gibraltar we'll do a separate video for, but these territories where I've only got a few coins from, we'll put those in with the world coin collection. So Cayman Islands there, 1977 this one, and it's a 5 cents. It's the same size as our 5 pence, but about a gram lighter, I think. And this one's got a mintage of 600,000, so quite a cool design though. They have got some nice designs over there, and here we've got another one. We've got 4 different dates of this. We'll just have a look at the one. And this, I think, is a green turtle. Just poking his head out of the water there, causing the ripples. And the 1977 one that we've got is a mintage of 960,000. The rest of all have got a few million, so not that rare, but not the sort of thing you see every day. Of course, we've got a few different portraits. We won't go through all of those. We all know what the different portraits are like by now, surely. If we don't, go and check out the Canada video, because although they're not exactly the same, we went through all of the portraits on that one. It does get a bit tedious when you do that though, to be honest. 25 cents, 1999. 2.5 million mintage on this. And this is allegedly, I don't know what this actually means, but it's a schooner, which is a type of ship, and it's called the Kirk B. Couldn't really find much more on it, to be honest. But there was so much to research and set up here. It did take me a while, so certain places I might have not quite got the info that I could have. It just takes so long, guys. This one's 5 pesos from Chile, or Chile, as I'm informed it's meant to be pronounced by Mr. Christopher Collects. And this is an aluminium bronze mix. And this is worth about half a penny. It's tiny there, as you can see. Just the one coin from Chile, and that is it. Or Chile. Thoughts on that one, guys? Chile? Christopher says he knew someone who was from there, and that's what they pronounce it as, so I guess that's right. And then we've got China now, and I do have some coins from Macau and Hong Kong as well, but I'm going to include them in M and H. There was just so much here on C as well, so it does make it a little bit easier. And this is a 5 fen from 1988. And this is aluminium, as you might be able to tell by the look of it, but it's very, very light aluminium. And that's the Tiananmen Gate of Heavenly Peace. Pretty cool. Chinese one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Chinese coins. And this is a 1 Jiao. And with these Chinese coins, you do get obviously the alphabet we recognise, the Latin alphabet as well. And I think it's called pinyin when it's written Chinese with the Latin alphabet. Obviously that's the Chinese written there as well. And on this 1 Jiao, I think that's an orchid. And then it says People's Bank of China on the top there. Again in pinyin. Nice little design if you like flowers. And then we've got an older 1 yuan here. It's 1994. And again, People's Bank of China, 1 yuan. And that one's a peony blossom, allegedly. And then we've got 3 dates of the more modern 1 yuan. And obviously it's very similar to the 1 jiao on one side. But then on this side we have a chrysanthemum. And this coin actually has an edge inscription as well, although you wouldn't probably think it to look at it, but it's quite thin. But there is a RMB there, which stands for renminbi, which is basically the name of the currency, although it's a yuan. The encompassing name for Chinese currency is renminbi. So moving on to another country now, we've got Colombia off to South America. We've just got 2 Colombian coins. I think we might have seen both of these in Coin Store Hall. I think I might have bought them both from the coin store. But they're hard to find, these South American coins, you know. There's a scarlet macaw. And this is 200 pesos. I do like the design there around the edge. Pretty cool. And then the 500 pesos with the holy tree of Guacari, which is what that says down at the bottom there, is pretty cool as well in my opinion. Do like a bimetallic coin. 500 pesos. So that's Colombia. So what's that? We've done obviously Canada in the last video. Cayman Islands, Chile, China, Colombia. So that's 5. Country number 6. Again, is a bit of a funny one because it is its own country, but it is tied to New Zealand as well. And although less and less so in recent times. This one we saw very recently. And it's a Cook Islands 1983 dollar. But yeah, Cook Islands, like I say, it's a self-governing island in the South Pacific. People born there are citizens of both the Cook Islands and New Zealand. When it comes to military sort of stuff like that, it's all governed by New Zealand. But as I say, less and less so, and perhaps over time that will change. And again, another Cook Islands coin here. Again from the coin store halls, I think. And this is 60 years of Elizabeth II and Prince Philip's marriage. 2008. I think this is probably from a first day cover or something like that. Not a circulating coin at all. But yeah, if you've watched all the videos, you've seen both of those before. So sorry about that. That will happen because obviously once I buy them and show you them, they go in my collection. And now we're going through my whole collection. So next up, country number 7. And it's Costa Rica. And we have 100 colones or colones. See there, BCCR at the bottom. Banco Central de Costa Rica. And then the other side, date there, 2006, República de Costa Rica. Yeah, what else is there for this one? Yeah, 7 stars in the middle there for the 7 provinces. I think it's 3 volcanoes to represent the 3 mountain ranges in the country. And a mintage of just 14 million on this one, so not too bad. And again, our only Costa Rican coin, just the one. Let's go to this end, shall we? Country number 8, and this one we got a few of, 16 in total. And it's Croatia. See the Croatian shield there at the bottom. And this is 5 Lipa, brass plated steel, this one. 2015, and that's a red oak branch. And then we've got a 10 Lipa as well. Bit of a rough state though, this one, but it's the only one I've got at the minute. 2005, and that is apparently flowering tobacco. A lot of varieties of tobacco, of course. And a mintage of 48 million on that one. Then we've got a few 20 Lipa. These are all common, obviously modern circulation coinage. 2003, 5 and 7, all common ones. And then you've got an olive branch. Again, the other side, very similar to the other smaller denominations, apart from the number. Then the 50 Lipa, again, pretty much the same on that side. But this time, we have a Velebit Degenia, whatever that is, but that's apparently what that plant is on that side. Then we could move on to the 1 Koruna. Now with these, I'll get one of each. You've got the Latin text on one, and the Croatian text or language on another. And the Latin ones tend to be a much rarer mintage. And they're actually minted alternately years. So the even ones are always the Latin ones, 2002 here, as an example. And the Croatian ones are always odd numbers. So this Latin one here, 2002, has a mintage of just 1 million in comparison to, what year is this, 2009. I didn't actually write it down, but they're all pretty high, you know, past the 10 million, 20 million-ish sort of range for the most part. We've got one Latin one, just the 1 million of those, and 3 different Croatian ones, which are all pretty common, the Croatian language on. And then also, though, on the other side, at this point, the design changes as well, and we get a Martin there behind the number instead of the flowers that we had before. Very cool. Animal on both sides. Do you get that too often? I don't think you do you? Animal on both sides of the coin. But yeah, that's a nightingale, if I didn't say. I can't remember if I said that bird. Pretty cool. And then we've probably seen these before if you watch many 10p hunts, because these like to pop up now and again. I've seen them on various different people's videos. We've got 2 of these, 1999, 2003. 1999, a relatively low mintage actually of 2.5 million. 16 million of these though. And that's of course a tunie. And again, we see the Martin there. And again, an animal on both sides. Interesting trivia. And I think we're going to get it again here, aren't we? Yeah, we are again. And again, we get the Latin and Croatian split here. And these Latin ones with the dates with the odd numbers, again, are pretty rare with just a mintage of 2 million on both. And then the Croatian ones I've got, which I'll show you in just a second. I'll pick one up actually, so then we can compare the two. And then the Croatian ones, got 2 of them, mintages of 13 and 19 million. So yeah, certainly look out for the Latin ones rather than the Croatian language. Tend to be much more scarce. You're not talking really them being worth anything. I don't really think, but maybe in years to come. So that's Croatia done. On to Cuba. Now Cuba's a bit of an interesting one because they do have a dual currency system where they have a local currency and then almost like a tourism currency, which is what all of these are. And this one is a 1 centavo from 2013. You can just about see Revolution Square there. Again, this is a tiny, tiny coin. Not quite as small as the one from Chile. Maybe it is. Smaller, in fact. Yeah, it is. So yeah, even smaller than that one from Chile that we had. I'm going to go with Chile. Do let me know your opinion. Snacks is having a scratch. That's copper plated steel, that one. Then we've got some 10 centavos, 4 different dates. I'll just show you the one, of course. Pretty cool designs though on these, I think. And it's the Castillo de la Fuerza, which I guess is a castle of Fuerza. I don't know. Making it up as I go along, guys, I'm not going to lie. 4 different dates on that one. Pretty cool to have. And quite a few of these a good friend brought back from me from Cuba, actually. So thanks to him. I don't think he'll be watching though. Then we've got 4 different dates of the 25 centavos. There's one of those there. And this is the city of Trinidad, as it does say on the left there. Not to be confused with Trinidad and Tobago, of course. And it shows the houses and church of San Francisco de Assis. Is that, I don't know if that's very similar to Francis of Assisi, isn't it? But again, I'm making it up as I go along. And then to finish us off on Cuba, we have this one, which I absolutely love, which is, I believe, just a typical beach destination. 2007, 1 peso. Pretty cool design though. And what have we got left? A few more. Well, we've got Cyprus, Czechoslovakia and the Czech Republic to get through. We've got a few here from Cyprus though. And these I love. And we've got 2 dates of these, the 1955 and 1956. The only 2 dates this design existed, so we've got them both. Of course, this is before Cyprus gained its independence. So Queen Elizabeth II there on the obverse. But pretty cool. Always interesting patina on those ones as well. Then we've got a 100 mils from 1955. Probably has seen better days, this one, but still nice to have. Especially that obverse side there, visible wear on it. 2.5 million though, these though, which is pretty rare. But the 1957 is the one you want to watch out for on those. So if you've got any of those, get checking your dates. And we got 50 mils. This was definitely on the channel before in an episode of Coin Store Haul. Grapes there. 3 million mintage. And this is a 1981. And as we've discussed before on the channel, this shows the date of independence there, 1960, and the dove. Some dates of this are pretty rare as well, especially in the 70s. So if you've got any of these in the 70s, get on Nimista, check them out. You might have something pretty rare. And then we've got a 100 mils. Again, this has been on the channel before. And there's a Cypriot Ram. It's from 1980, this one. And a mintage of just 1 million, so pretty low. But unfortunately, it does have that bit of a stain there on that side. See on the left there. It's a bit of a shame. Now, before we get into this next lot of Cypriot ones, I'll just show you this again briefly, because we have done a whole video on this set before. So if you want an in-depth look at all of these 5 coins here, go and check out that video if I remember and work out how to actually do it properly. I'll put a link at the top and I'll put one in the description as well, so you can go to that at the end if you want to check it out more closely. Because we have got quite a lot of Cyprus ones, which are all the same as the ones in that set, which we've spoken about in depth before, so I'm not going to go into all of those again, to be honest. But we've got 2 2 cents, 7 different dates of 5 cents, and 4 10 cents. And we don't actually have the 1 cent apart from in the pack, and the 20 cent that I have here is different as well. So I'll show you this one. And this has got Zeno of Citium on it. It's a Greek philosopher from Cyprus. So I guess he's a Cypriot philosopher really, but I mean that's a famous term, isn't it? Greek philosopher. So this is a 1991. It's different to the year set, as I said, and the first date that it changed. And just got the one of those, so pretty cool. Then we've got these, which you might have seen before. I know I've had one in my change before. These 50 cents. Pretty cool though. I've got 4 different dates on them. 91, 94, 96 and 02. Yeah, pretty cool little design. Not bad. Don't know what that is actually. I should have looked that up, what that is at the bottom there. Interesting though. And then the super boring stuff for Cyprus. And we haven't even got a full set. We've just got a 1, a 2 and 2 5 cents. But yeah, there's those. And then we've got one coin from Czechoslovakia, which of course now has split into the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And this is a 10 halaru from 1962. And as you can probably tell by looking at it, that's an aluminium coin and very, very light. And there we've got the Czech lion with the socialistic shield. And then last country is now the Czech Republic, which is obviously half of what that country used to be. And again, 10 halaru, so the same denomination. Again, aluminium. This one's tiny though. But a pretty nice design of presumably the sea or a river. Some sort of water. And the Czech lion again there. Then we've got 11 different dates of the one Koruna. Or is it Koruna? Koruna? Yeah, Koruna. Koruna Seska. Czech Koruna. 2003 this one, but yeah, 11 different dates of that. So doing pretty well on a date run of those. 11 dates between 93 and 2016. And then 7 dates of the 2. I do like the part of the design on the left there, if you can quite make out the how intricate it is. Pretty cool. Again, the Czech lion. 7 dates of that. 6 different dates of the 5 Korun. Again, a pretty cool design with a bridge there. I think it's the Charles Bridge in Prague. I forget which river it crosses now. I've been to Prague. And then we've got 3 10 Korun. And as these denominations go up, these designs do get better in my opinion. This one's pretty cool. And I believe that's the Petrov National Monument in Brno. It actually does say Brno on the left there. Just there. Pretty nice design. Copper plated steel, that one. It's quite interesting to have a denomination like that in copper plated steel and have these smaller denominations in aluminium and whatever these ones are, nickel plated steel, I guess. But yeah, there's that. And those, just for reference point, is worth about 33 pence. So that's about 1/3 of a pound. And then we've got 3 of the 20s. This one looks pretty nice condition, not too bad. 3 different dates on this one. 1993, which back then actually was minted in Hamburg, Germany. Just as the Czech Mint was opening that year, I think, 93. And then we've got 2016 and 2017, which obviously these days they're now minted at the Czech Mint. And then to finish the country off and the episode, we have this lovely bimetallic 50 Korun. Just 17 million of these, which I say just, that's pretty high. It's a 2010. And this shows us St. Vitus's Cathedral and other landmarks in Prague. I think that's the Charles Bridges again, is it? Pretty nice one to finish on, I think you'll agree. So thanks to anyone who made it through the whole thing. Nice variety of things there, I think, in the letter C. Quite a lot though, quite a long video, so appreciate any of you who watched the whole thing, or if you watched any of it, I appreciate anything, any interaction on the channel. So drop us a like, leave us a comment, pick a favourite. What do you think? I do like that. I do like the these Cyprus 5 mils as well though. And I do love a Cayman Islands turtle though as well. Hope you're all well, guys, and I'll see you soon for some more coiny goodness. See you later.